Hey everybody, Coach Andrew here. I am here with Mr. David and Mrs. Estelle. They're in here for, how far are we? We are 184 days into this and they're going strong. I wanted to do this because Mr. David feels like he has a little bit of a setback, and I thought it was a great opportunity to share how this happens. You've messed up your arm a little bit. You were playing with your grandkids, so I think that's an injury well worth getting. And you're concerned a little bit about how that can affect your process, right?
Yes.
So what I said is, even though it may affect some of the strength training we recommend, it doesn't have to derail the whole process because you got to eat anyways. Mrs. Stella, as you keep going on this, you're frustrated a little bit with your progress, but every time you're putting up great numbers. You're doing great. So tell me a little bit about your experience through this.
Up and down. I mean, it's all positive at this point, but it's up and down.
Sure.
You know, it's like sometimes we're better than others. Sometimes we're doing better on the training and the walking and the cardio than others. So it's kind of hit and miss depending on everything else that we allow to mess up our schedules. Sure. But it's all positive in the long haul. I've lost almost 40 pounds of scale weight, and that is great every time, and feel better. And
is it at about 6 months into this, are you guys feeling like it's a natural thing right now, or are there still parts of it you feel you have to force?
Well, I kind of quit writing things down, and I thought that would mess me up, but I must be eating okay for my figures to come out so well. But it's natural to do it now. It's to question and look at each food that you eat from each food group.
Well, you become a mindful eater, and I think that's one of the goals here, is to become more mindful of what we're putting into our bodies, because that's what our body uses to build the new cells and build the rest of us and to heal and repair us. Is it can only use the materials that we give it. You can't give your workman pine lumber and expect to come home to an oak table.
Yeah.
You can only do what we give it.
There's some things we've eaten out. We went to a dinner last night and we ate their meal there, which wouldn't have been a meal at home or anything, but so that's why my weight has stayed the same.
Okay.
But if I was eating properly, I would have lost weight.
Oh, and that's just scale weight. You know, that's a very small part of the picture. Our ratios continue to look good. You continue to make progress. And one little slip every now and then, don't let that start the snowball rolling. We want the positive snowball rolling of good decisions over and over again. But we know this is life we're dealing with here, and there's going to be some slips that happen. Learning to forgive yourself, learning to isolate that and say, that was one meal, that does not define my day, that does not define my entire process.
Yeah, and then you deal with the guilt too. You know?
Yeah.
Guilt can cause you some trauma.
Yep, and you can compound the infraction by getting down on yourself and beating yourself up and then justifying making further poor decisions. Rather, you just say, you know what, that's an isolated incident, it happens, and I'm going to move past it and learn from it.
Yeah, I feel bad. I think I'll have some cheesecake.
Well, fantastic. I think that you will move right along and earn an occasional piece of cheesecake. That's what maintenance phase is for. So we're so proud of you guys. You guys keep it up, and just continue to come in here and see us and share different chapters of your story as you write them.